Hey everyone, welcome back. Or if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm diving into a really interesting campaign that blends creativity, social impact, and some really sharp PR strategy. It's called La Compil de Bleues, a campaign run by Orange France in collaboration with the French Football Federation. It's bold, it's clever, and it's a masterclass in how brands can use their voice to do more than just sell. They can spark actual change. So let's get into it. So, what exactly happened? This 2023 campaign started at what looked like a standard football highlight reel. Fast cuts, big moments, the kind of thing you'd expect from the French men's national team. But halfway through, there's this massive reveal. Turns out the entire video was actually of the women's team, with deepfake technology used to make the players appear male. And just like that, Orange flipped the narrative. They used the viewer's own assumptions to make a point. If you thought the footage was impressive when you assumed it was the men's team, then why don't we give the same credit to the women's athletes? PR wise, this was genius. It wasn't just a video, it was a conversation starter. It made people stop, think, and confront a bias that's often invisible unless it's challenged. Now, let's zoom out a little bit and talk about CSR, or corporate social responsibility. This campaign wasn't just about getting views or engagement, it was part of a much broader commitment Orange has made to social equity and inclusive sport. And this aligns perfectly with the Level 3 CSR model, which goes beyond basic legal compliance or ethical responsibility. Level 3 is about proactive contribution to society. It's about stepping up as a brand and saying, we're going to use our influence to try and fix something bigger than us. Trench and Waddington refer to this as an enlightened self interest, and that really applies here. Orange doesn't just benefit from looking good, they benefit by building long term trust, cultural relevance, and stakeholder loyalty. So, what does that look like in this campaign? Orange actively invested in equal funding for both their men's and women's sponsorships, which already builds their credibility. But then they went further, using deepfake technology and smart editing to confront bias in a way that was both creative and disruptive. The results: over 15 million views, massive earned media coverage, and a ton of positive brand sentiment. And what I really like is that this wasn't performative. It wasn't just a hashtag support women's sport and move on. It was immersive, bold, and backed by real action. That's a sweet spot for CSR in PR, when the message and the method both have impact. All right, so let's tie it together. What La Compil de Bleu shows us is that when CSR is done strategically, it becomes one of the most valuable tools in the PR toolkit. It aligns your brand with audiences' values, it builds authenticity, especially in an age where people are pretty quick to call out brands that are just saying the right thing without doing it. And it gives you a competitive edge because people don't want to just buy from companies anymore, they want to believe in them. My main takeaway from this campaign is that PR today isn't just about image, it's about impact. And Orange nailed that balance between visibility and values. So that's my breakdown of La Compil de Bleu. Honestly, one of the strongest examples I've seen of how a brand can genuinely contribute to social change while still delivering great PR. If you're into this kind of content, campaign analysis, sports media, or just really smart comms work, feel free to like the video, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe if you want more. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.